I don't think Kate's qualified to speak about love in all its forms. When she helped bully her sister-in-law Meghan nearly to death, and people just turn a blind eye. This is a woman that was briefing the press about Meghan. She was giving them false and negative stories about Meghan that were just untrue, and she knew they were untrue, but she still gave them to the press. And it was because Meghan was outshining her, not deliberately, but Kate wanted to hit back in some way. And she thought, well, if I go to the press and start saying all this nasty stuff about you, then people will prefer me again and go back to liking me. But she has a cheat, really. She's doing a carol concert about love, forgiveness, being together, and yet she treated her sister-in-law despicably. Her attitude was disgusting towards Meghan. So at the beginning, when she first turned up, she wanted to be friends with Kate, but Kate wouldn't accept the friendship. There was nothing. She just wouldn't accept it. And Meghan was like, oh, and it's almost, poor Meghan felt like, have I done something wrong? And Kate was just, she wasn't going to socialise with Meghan. You could see that from the beginning. And Meghan wanted to go shopping one day, and Kate was going, and she wanted to go with her. But Kate said, no, I can't trust you in case it's a photo PR stunt, in case we get snapped together. She thought Meghan was going to set a photo up with Kate. And someone said, what the hell was she talking about? I think Kate is literally paranoid because Meghan just wanted to go and do some shopping with Kate. And someone said, what's so bad about going shopping? And Meghan had to go in a separate car. She went off shopping herself. Meghan and Kate went off in the Range Rover. And then Harry and Meghan had William and Kate over, and William had a cold and he kept sneezing, and she said, look, just wait there, William, I'm going to go upstairs and get you something. And she came down with some turmeric and herbs because she's into homeopathy remedies, all natural stuff. And Kate said, oh, William's never been interested in all those unconventional homeopathic remedies, and now she's talking about healing and nature. And I just think you're such a hypocrite, Kate. You're contradicting yourself, because she said to Meghan, well, why are you using that stuff? And now she's into all this healing and nature and healthiness, and she's a bit of a hypocrite, because whenever Meghan does it, it's wrong, but when Kate talks about it, it's right. And she's copied her. It's almost like, oh, well, Meghan's doing homeopathic, I'm going to start talking about all that stuff as well. And I just thought, how disrespectful. They were over for dinner and she starts snapping at her, and someone else found this out. It was always negative with Kate. Meghan just wanted to be friends, but Kate wasn't going to have it. And then she talks about connecting. I mean, she never wanted to connect with Meghan. And I don't understand her, because she's saying everything about friendship, but she never did it with Meghan. And this is why, you know, it's not genuine with Kate, because if she was really like that, she would have friended Meghan. She would have been her friend. But it was obviously a huge smack in the face when she turned up, because she was so beautiful, Meghan. She was slim, elegant, well-spoken, brilliant CV. And Kate thought, really? I have to try and compete with this now? And that's why the friendship was never on the table. It was never on the card. She was like, why should I be friends with this woman that's going to outshine me? I think she knew from the beginning she was going to be amazing. Hence why she was like, I'm not even going to talk to you, because you're just going to make my life a misery. She didn't, Meghan. She was just doing her job because she's passionate about what she believes in and making a difference and helping other people. But Kate, I don't think she should be doing a carol concert about friendship and love, because one, her behaviour with Meghan, and then she has the audacity to say, well, she's making out like Meghan's the nasty one when it's really her. And then she hosts the concert like, oh yes, I'm such a nice person that I'm doing all this for people, but it's an act. They've told her to do it because it was after the Oprah Winfrey interview, 2021 in March, and she just decided to do the carol concert in the December. And obviously the palace said, look, you're going to have to do a bit of PR and do an event that makes you look really kind and caring. And it's all rubbish, because it's to make her look good. She's not doing it because she wants to. She's doing it to raise her profile. Like, oh yes, I am a nice person. Don't listen to what Meghan's saying about me. I'm not a bully. it's Meghan that's the bully, and that's why they're trying to debunk those allegations from Meghan. But we know it's true. Harry put it in the book, and they said about how they didn't want to catch up, because when Harry introduced Meghan to William, Kate was out, which was convenient. Obviously he said, look, Meghan's coming round, and she was like, I'm going out, I don't want to see her. And again, she's just distancing herself from Meghan. She was. And I just thought, what a horrible person. I always thought women were supposed to stick together and bond, because like Meghan was into women's rights, and obviously she thought, oh yes, we can do something, me and Kate, we could do like an engagement together one day. But they never actually did one together. I think the only time they went out together was when they went to Wimbledon, and that was a setup. They said, look, you'll have to go to Wimbledon with Kate to make it look like you're all happy and you're having a nice time. That was rubbish, Meghan said. It was all a setup. It was to make out like the sisters-in-laws were getting on, but they actually weren't. So again, you've got to remember the men in the grey suits are up to their dirty games again. And I just think we need to stop hearing about friendship and love from Kate, because she doesn't care about all that. If she was like that, she wouldn't have been horrible to Meghan, and she completely shut her off. Communication, it was dead from the beginning. It was like, I'm not going to associate myself with you. You can get on with it yourself. I'm not going to help you. I'm not going to welcome you into the royal family. And I just think that's a horrible person. That's not a kind, caring person. Yet people say, oh, she's such a nice person, Kate. Look, she does the Carol concert. It's rubbish. It's PR. It's to make her look like a saint, but she isn't. And Meghan, I think Meghan was so upset when she came along, because it's not very nice that your sister-in-law's being awkward right at the beginning, and you're like, oh, I just wanted to be friends. But with Kate, obviously that was too much to her. She's selfish. I don't think she has many friends, to be honest. Everyone says that. You never see her out and about with her friends. She's a bit of a loner. I don't think she ever had friends, because when they used to be at university and she'd walk over to William, all his friends would walk off, and they'd only come back after she'd left him. And then I think they got the message like, we don't like your girlfriend, Kate Middleton. She's pretending to be all posh when really we know she's a commoner. But Meghan was so lovely to her, and Kate just completely shunned her and ignored her. And the press don't comment on that. They never discuss what Meghan said about Kate, saying that she wasn't going to accept my friendship. I tried and it wasn't good enough. And that I can see why Meghan gets upset when you look back on it. She tried to be friends with Kate, and it just wasn't, she wasn't having it. And you got to think, is that a nice person? Because in my opinion, it isn't. It's a horrible one.